Hey, what's going on? Just got back from a super good vacation down to Cedar Point and Kings Island in Ohio. Two big theme parks because my wife and I are kind of roller coaster aficionados. And we just need to get away for a little bit and blow off some steam. And we hit a heat wave like you wouldn't believe. It was 40 degrees Celsius down there. It was brutal for 3 or 4 of the days that we were down there. And I get asked quite a bit how I travel with the dogs, and you may have seen our camper van that we travel in, and that also sort of doubles as my dog training vehicle because I can bring the dogs along with me. And in the winter we have a propane heater, which makes things nice and comfy, but in the summer the only way to keep things cool is with, we have an air conditioner, like a window style air conditioner unit. It's built into the van. It was in the RV when we bought it. Problem with the air conditioner is you can only use the air conditioner if you're plugged in to shore power, as they say, you know, like if you're at a campground or something. So in the past we've used a little 2,000 watt generator, which we used to lock up underneath the van and plug directly into the air conditioning unit. And the problem there became that twice now we've come back to our van and looks like someone has shut off our generator. So for whatever reason they thought a little too noisy, you know. Now this doesn't really affect us when we're at somewhere like a theme park because we go and park in RV parking and a lot of people are running generators, so not a big deal. But often on our trips we go in to see a museum or we go to do something and we leave the dogs in the van, and it has to stay cool. And especially in these temperatures, when you're talking like 24 degrees outside or 25, the fan, if we have our vent fan on the roof open up, that'll take care of keeping the van cool enough. But when you're talking 40 degrees, above 30 even, you got to have an AC running. So I just spent almost 2 weeks of my time researching, designing, and then building a soundproof generator box. And this thing is a beast. Fits on the back on a big basket that bolts onto our trailer hitch, and we can now have access to 4,000 watts of power whenever we need it. And the key here is once I close up the box, it's nice and quiet. So I have two basically like radiator fans from a car, two big 12-volt fans, one pulling air in and one pulling exhaust out of the box, so that it'll help keep the generator cool, and we can close the lid and keep things nice and quiet. So let me show you a video I did about a week or 2 weeks ago when I finished making the generator box, and you can see what I'm talking about. And that's how we travel with our dogs and keep them cool in the summer. So that's the sound of our generator going full blast with no sort of sound deadening. There we go. Generator's in the box running away. And I'm sitting here a foot away, chatting to you guys at a normal volume. This thing's nicely contained and very quiet. Very happy with the way this turned out. So, that's our generator box. Last thing to do is tidy everything up in terms of the wires in there, and then load this thing on the back of the van. And we're under the 500-pound weight limit for this guy, so should work fine, but we're going to find out. Wow, really quiet. Okay, so as the dogs finish playing here in the backyard, and don't worry, Ollie's out here. Ollie's sunning himself way back there on the deck. But that's it. That's how we keep our dogs cool when we travel, and it may be a bit of an extreme solution. A lot of people just kennel their dogs at the theme parks or find like a doggy daycare when they travel. And that's great for other people. That's just not what we choose to do with our dogs. It caused a lot of stress with our dogs when we tried to kennel them up in a strange area. And for us, the dogs go into their crates in the van, they just fall asleep. They're at home essentially. They're second home on the road, and it's nice and quiet. And it's just an easier way for us to travel. And then no matter where we are, now with the generator box, we can leave the dogs in the van, lock up the generator box, and we've got a few hours we can go out and we know that the dog's going to be nice and cool in the van. Alright guys, until the next video, take care, go out and have some fun with your dogs.